Alright, hey, it's Mega here. I'm putting this clip at the end of my Soron Lightby race 2024 race bike video. Alright, so I went over some of the trophies that I got with this bike in 2024. Alright, and this bike won a championship. Alright, guys, it won the Sierra Nevada Moto Championship. Right, it was kind of a Supermoto mini moto kind of race. There were some classes with Moto America, okay, the Moto America qualifier, the mini qualifier cup thing, and yeah, we weren't part of that, all right, guys. But they had a separate set of races, just for racing in that series, okay, and we won the 65 GP class, okay, guys. Sierra Nevada Moto Championship was 4 rounds, all right, guys. We missed the first round because we were racing Virginia City Grand Prix, all right. That's the race we got second place in, okay. So we missed the first round. The second round, we got second place, I think. So yeah, in the second round, so the way these races work is there's like 2 races, all right, guys. There's like a race 1 and a race 2. I think race 1 is shorter than race 2. It's kind of like a heat race, guys, but you get points for both races. All right, so for the first race, I think we got second, and then the second race we got last, I think. All right, whatever last place was, I can't remember how many bikes there were. Or maybe we got 8th or something. I got a flat tire on the bike, is what happened. All right. Yeah, I got a flat tire on the bike, and I wound up having to race. I wound up racing in the red shift in that race. All right, guys. I actually have that race is already online, so if you guys want to watch those races, I will put a link at the end of this video if you want to watch that race. All right, the race I got DQ'd in. All right, I got DQ'd, or they gave me last place because I raced with the red shift because I got a flat tire on this thing. So what am I gonna do? You know, I don't have enough time to swap another tire in, you know. But I did get points for it. All right, so we got second in the first race, and then in the second race we got last, okay, because we got a flat tire. That's so sad, boo-hoo. All right, in the third round, the third round was at, I can't remember, okay, I can't remember. One of the rounds was at Dixon, all right, guys, and in Dixon I high-sided the bike, all right. So that was the race that I high-sided the bike and I messed the front fork up I was mentioning. All right, in that, I remember race 1 for the 65 GP, we got first place. We got first place in race 1. All right, guys. I think we were racing against Rivera. All right, Rivera was he was fast, man. He was coming up behind us, but we got first place. And then in the second race, Rivera was going to try to go for a pass, and I tried to block him, and I high-sided the bike. All right, there was like a crack or something. The bike hit, and then the back spun out, and then yeah, I high-sided. Okay, so you know what? That was the final round. Okay, that was round 4. Round 3 was at Shasta Supermoto was where it was at. Okay. In round 3, we got first place. All right, I think we got first place in both of them. All right, I don't think there was too many people racing in 65 GP. All right, I can't remember who. Yeah, I know I can't remember, but I remember we got first place in that, and that's how I was able to get a lot of points. What's his name? Yeah. So yeah, I think I got first place twice. That's the one I killed it, man. That's where I got the most points. One was in Reading, all right, at the Shasta Supermoto track, all right. That's where we had one of the rounds, and then the final round was in Dixon, and that's the one I crashed out. Okay, so I got first place in the first race, and then the second race I crashed. All right, but I guess since I still raced, they gave me like 4th place, so I got the points for 4th place, so which is still a lot, all right, guys. And so that gave me enough points. I know it was a struggle, guys. That gave me enough points to get the first place trophy for that championship. So there you go. All right. So here's what that trophy looks like. Okay, so that's what this trophy looks like. Sorry, it's hella bright. I'll take a picture of it and I'll put it at the end of the video. But there's a Sierra Nevada Moto Championship, all right. It's a conjunction with AMA and the the Mission Foods Moto America Mini Cup qualifier. All right, right there. 2024, first place, guys. First place. We got the most points. All right, that's what that means. And there's my name. Then 65 GP. All right, and we did it on the Light B. All right, guys. So good job, buddy. This isn't the only championship we won. We also won the Reading Championships. I think we won Adult Mini. All right, and yeah, I think that was the only one we won. I think we won Adult Mini. I think we got second. We got second or third in Asphalt Adult Mini. All right, so there's 2 Adult Mini races, guys. There's the Adult Mini Supermoto. That's with the dirt. And then there's just a all asphalt Adult Mini, right, or a Super Mini, whatever they call it, you know. I think we got second or third in the asphalt class, and then in the Supermoto class we got first, all right. And we barely got first, all right. I was battling it out with Charles. Yeah, I was battling it out with Charles in the 230, and like it was, and I guess I missed a round, so that allowed Charles to get ahead of me, and I think I won. I got enough points. All right, I got enough points on the second to the last round because they had a double header, right? So the first day of racing, I got enough points where I was like 1 point behind Charles, and it was either like if Charles did really good, he would have got first place. Or if I did really good, I would have got first place. That was the decider. And all right, and I hate to say it, the final race, it was so wet out there that that like Charles he backed off a lot. He pretty much handed me the championship. All right, it was really close. All right, but we got another first place championship trophy on this bike. All right. Okay, so good job, Lightby. Sorry, I don't have that trophy yet. I think they're gonna present it to me like next year, like in January or something. Okay, so I don't have that. When I get it, I will shoot a separate video about it. Okay, but this a huge accomplishment. Okay, guys, an electric bike racing against other gasoline bikes. All right, I'm the only electric bike out there, and I beat them. All right, I beat the 65s. All right, basically, I'm working on beating those pesky 150Rs, man. The bike's just not. It's not that it's not fast enough. It's definitely fast enough. It's just not fast enough on the corners. All right, and we're gonna work on that in 2025. All right, guys. I'm fast at the beginning of the race, and then they just pick me off at the end, like I mentioned. Okay, so yeah, this bike is gonna take home. All right. 3 championship trophies, all right, guys, this year. That's a big thing. Like, that's a big thing for me, all right? I don't normally win championships, and championships are very difficult. They require a lot of commitment. They require a lot of money and a lot of racing, okay, guys? Okay, yeah, but then, you know, I was able to come out on top, all right? On top of everybody, all right? Like I mentioned, it requires a commitment, all right? And that's like, you know, perfect attendance, all right? If you go to all the races and nobody else goes to the other races, then you're going to accumulate points and more points, all right? It requires commitment, all right, guys? And so you have to race in that class for the whole season too, all right? So that's why it requires a lot of money too. Okay, guys, it's a lot of the commitment and the money, they go together. They go hand in hand, all right, guys? Okay, but there it is. All right, 65 GP championship trophy. I also got this second place trophy for, I think this is the NNKC Mini Moto races, all right, or Supermoto races. This is their 2024 championship, and I sad to say, I think I won this one on the KLX. All right, yeah, I believe I won this one on the KLX. I need to double check that, but yeah, I think this is after I crashed on this bike. This bike was like the forks were messed up, and like I gave the bike a break and I took the KLX out and I raced it, all right, and I think I actually got second place in this race. Okay, so this is the adult mini super. Yeah, this is the super mini race, all right, super mini. All right, and that was the one I had that ridiculous handicap, ridiculous handicap for a thing. Okay, but yeah, this isn't one of the Light B trophies, unfortunately. All right, so yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I did get the first place trophy for the 65 GP. All right, and I'm proud that we whooped those 65s. All right, so at least we know my Sora on Light B is as fast or faster than a 65 GP machine. All right. Those are like, you know, KX65, those Husky 65s, those little teeny tiny little bikes, okay guys? Don't underestimate them. Just because they're small doesn't mean they're not fast, all right guys? With the right rider, they're you know, it's a machine, a force to be reckoned with, okay? But the Light B can hang with them, all right, as you can see, all right? All right, thanks for watching. Here's Miguel.